Hello again. Just watched someone drive down there, which is one way, the wrong way. Got about halfway down, met by a load of stuff, had to reverse back up. Didn't film it, of course, but perhaps I should have. Never mind. Well, it's warm today, very warm. I'm out a bit earlier to avoid the heat later on. Plans today are just for a nice simple walk. Again, still recovering to a point. It would be curry day today, but it won't be curry day today because I can't eat. Although I do intend to really risk it and push the boat out later and try some soft, warm minced beef hot pot, which I shouldn't have to chew too much, and with some bread, soft bread with it. So I'm going to give that a go later. First warm food I've had, hot food I've had, or I'll have since the operation. That means I'll have to visit Lidl's on the way back to get the bread, but that's okay. All good. Got a couple of pictures I want to do later. They're not exactly then and nows, as much as they're a few days ago and nows. But all will make sense if I can line them up, which I expect I will. I'm also using my lightweight phone cover today, which means that I won't always have the phone completely level, unfortunately, because I've got nothing to grip hold of. And I believe just now you may have seen my hand in front of the lens. That's because I've got nothing really to grip onto. But rather that and get a half decent video than have my big cover on, hold the phone really easily, and have it overheat in 10 minutes, because it is hot. They're saying 23, 24 in the next hour, and it's not even 11 o'clock yet. Oh, no good for me. No good for me. Still standing. It's actually a beautification day for the other subway up near Lidl's on the 8th, which is Saturday, I believe. So we'll go in after that and see what they've done to it. They're going to do some painting and stuff like that, local artists. Tart it up. And of course Pothole Street in all its glory. Yep, lovely. Right, so we'll go down past the blue anchor here on my right. There's a beer garden. When they have like things like women's football on the TV, that garage there gets opened up and people sitting there and watch a big TV in there. I'm going to head out to the Poly Steps. Obviously docs are in operation today, so I don't want to get swarmed by people standing in front of my camera. So I'll see you again when I reach Poly Steps. All the scaffolding is down now. As regular viewers know, I've been teasing you somewhat about something possibly happening on Friday's video. Well, as it stands at the moment, that is still going ahead. So make sure you tune in Friday for something completely different. Not only different for the channel, but totally different for me as well. Fingers crossed. Looks nice how they've done that bit of a tart up the other day. All the benches freshly wood stained. Bit of touch up on the paint. Got rid of all the weeds around the back here, made it quite presentable. Yes, Lovely. No secret tunnels a day. Quite nice and peaceful though. Nice breeze. Refreshing in this heat. Refreshing. I'm on that little bridge at the moment, and that piece of wood is normally up the other end, but it's at this end today, up by Ditty, and it's been chained to the bridge so it doesn't float off anywhere. Lovely. Right, let's crack on. Just seen Jeremy. He says it's really hot as well. I agree. He says get out on the water, stay cool. I thought, yeah, go out, it's got a boat, isn't it? And we make it to the fish quay. Lovely. That's the sea safari, about to head off. Lovely. Never noticed these before. They're in the wall, down here by the fish quay. Pause if you want to read them. That's where we are. I say, just never seen them before, never noticed them. Now we have. No large ships in the docks today. And there's Polly Steps where we just come from. Anyway, we had some really high tides the other night, which is the photos I wanted to show you. Just got a couple, going to try and line them up. This storm door there, or storm gate, was closed. It was taken from about here, I suppose. And it shows you how high the water went. Here you go. So no walking along there the other night. I'll see if I can find the location of the other one. I think I know where it is. Well, I wanted to get along here to line up the next photo, but even with the tides it is now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Not going to balance across that log, I don't think. I'll walk around the long way. Simple as. So I cut up the back of Powderham Terrace, past the old lifeboat on Foresters Terrace, to walk down here. Now this should bring me out where I couldn't quite get to earlier on. Anyway, let's see if I'm in the right place or not. I think I am. Here we go. I've gone into wide angle so you can see. But this shot here shows you just how far the water was up compared to now. Now I'm actually stood up on someone's doorstep to get the same angle, so it goes to show quite how far the water was. Anyway, all good. Let's get back to the normal routine. There we go, that was a long way round to come out by the ferry shelter and where the ferry docks. Get a shot of that, then we'll pop up the point. Here we go, right down the bottom of the ramp now. Hopefully with the wind blocker off you can hear the Waves lapping at my feet. Very faint, but very nice as well. Lovely. Don't tend to see many bikes with sidecars these days in the wild, unless it's like at a bike show or something. Lovely. And we finally made it to the Point car park. Nice little breeze, keeping me cool, which is good. And I'm glad I came out a little bit earlier, because I can tell it's going to go absolutely crazy. Up to 25 I think this afternoon is the latest I've seen on the phone, and it's about 22 at the moment. So if it weren't for the wind, I'd be screaming and shouting and crying, sweating. I can't do heat, I can't do it, I'm not used to it. I like a nice sunny day with a little wind where it's not cold and I'm happy, but when it gets too hot, oh, crawl out my own skin. There's the point and the nest. Lovely. Treasure in the distance, ensuring that we don't have any beach. I won't do the thing where I zoom out in on it or anything, because as I say, when I've got this cover on the phone, it's not as easy to operate as when I got the big thick one on, and it's almost like I've got a huge great big camera in my hand. Because I remember the days of the old Canon SLRs, something meaty in your hand, something you really got hold of, and now it's all phones and, you know, move your finger 1mm where it shouldn't be and you're in shot. Now the chap who owns the ice cream cones was on Facebook yesterday saying someone had taken one of his big tables, like that one there, and thrown it into the sea overnight. So it would have taken quite a few people because they're very heavy, and to watch out for it if it washes up on the beach, let him know. Lovely. Hello pigeon, how are you doing? Here we go. Lifeguards closed up now for this season. Lock on the door, and before long these huts and the equipment stuff will just disappear into the ether. It'll be gone again. And there's the captain's table. Now it'd be nice when I get my teeth, I'll be able to do things like actually just say, oh, I'm going to go to the captain's table and I'll buy myself a meal. And I won't film the entire process, but I'll get some photos of the food and I'll get some little bits of ambience inside, show you what it's like, but just can't do it at the moment. Going in there, unable to bloody eat the food. Oh, I'm dribbling it everywhere, spitting it all down back onto the plate. That's no good, is it? Oh, when I get these teeth, everything's going to be different. It's a rather large toy, been left in the toy library. Someone has some fun with that. Oh, there's quite a bit of stuff in there today. Jolly good. Pier. And there's a seawall in the distance. We'll visit that tomorrow. Oh yes. we'll just head up the observation deck. You see from the sky that the sun is about to come out, and it's going to get very, very hot, very, very fast. I can feel it warming up as I'm filming this now. Hello, crow. Right, we'll go and visit you tomorrow, Mr. Seawall. I look forward to that. Not such great visibility today, but there's this mild fog that's to do with the heat. Right, there we go. I've hung around here for a little while. No trains, unfortunately. So I'm going to call it a day before it gets too hot. Going to head home. Prepare myself my warm hot pot, not a hot pot, but a warm one, and my first taste of semi-solid food for a few days. But you got to start somewhere. Oh yes. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Seawall walk, I think. Lovely. Can't wait. Bye.